What's going on, guys? It's Caleb, and today I have a Hyundai Elantra that is just awfully disgusting and for a detail for you. This one's going to be a little bit of a shorter video by about 3 or 4 minutes than usual, mostly because we had to rush this detail along, but it was so dirty and I took so much time on the pre-treatment and the pre-rinse that I just had to show this one to you guys because the before and afters are just astounding. So I know that the owner keeps this thing outside under a tree, and just over time as dirt accumulates more and more and more, it just gets even more and more and more dirty, and it's turning out to be once every year or so he goes ahead and brings me his car and I can get a great video out of it. If you want to see the first video I ever did of this car, it was about a year ago actually. I'll link it down below. It was pretty dirty then too, but this one is probably worse than it was a year ago. So before we go any further with this detail, guys, if you could just take a real quick second and help me out by pressing like, and if you like detailing content, shop shenanigans, car guys stuff, go ahead and press subscribe and follow the journey and ring that bell, that way you know every single time I upload a video. You're not going to see my face this time for this little part of telling you to like and subscribe because I left my dang tripod at the freaking shop because I'm trying to make videos there too, and it's just a mess. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get on with these wheels. I'm using P&S Brake Buster and some Meguiar's D101 all-purpose cleaner for some extra cleaning power, as well as my Max Shine detail brushes and my tire brush. I will say, the rear wheels are much less dirty than the front wheels, not to mention much less dirty than the entire paint itself. Alright, this is going to be the lengthy part of the video because it is a very thorough pre-rinse and pre-treatment and everything that you could possibly do to get a car ready to be rinsed off and cleaned up and prepped for a hand wash. I'm not going to talk very much though throughout this section, mostly because it is extremely enjoyable to watch. I've rewatched it 3 or 4 times, even editing it, and it really is very, very enjoyable. So what we are using in the foam cannon is an undiluted mixture of purple power. If you guys watch people like Pan the Organizer and stuff, a lot of them use this kind of product as a pre-treatment on paint to prep it for polishing and whatnot. And a lot of us detailers use this as a pre-treatment on paint that is very dirty because it really does do a fantastic job at breaking down dirt. Granted, it does do a great job at breaking down waxes and paint sealants and stuff, so if you do have that on your paint and you don't want to destroy that, don't use this, but you know, if you have to use this, you're probably at the point where that coating's destroyed because of how dirty the vehicle is. I'm also using my Max Shine Boar's Hair detail brush to go through all the little nooks and crannies in order to get every single little spot cleaned up because there's a lot of dirt and gunk around the door handles and taillights and headlights. You'll also see me pull out the Meguiar's D101 again just because, like I said before, it is a very good product. As I touched on earlier, Meguiar's D101 works really great for getting bug guts off the front bumpers of cars. Just spray it on and let it sit for about 2 or 3 minutes or so, and then just rinse it off with your pressure washer. This definitely had to be the worst spot on the car, and I'm sure we can all agree on that, but it was also the most enjoyable to clean. A lot of people might be disgusted by this, but me as a detailer and someone who truly loves what I do, this is the kind of stuff I actually really look forward to with detailing. Once again, Meguiar's D101, I can't stress it enough, this stuff is super strong and super great for this exact kind of a detail where spots of dirt are just piled on super thick. Paired with a brush, it really is just a perfect combo. Now, if you heard me at the beginning of the video, I did say this one's going to be a little bit of a shorter one, and this is kind of where it starts to get shorter because of time. I do have a little bit of cinematic goodness for you guys, and then we'll go ahead and move it into the shop. With the car being completely dried off, we go ahead and take some of my Griot's Garage's 3-in-1 ceramic spray wax. You guys know I love this stuff when it comes to just basic details, and the cars don't have any coating on it, so I just take some of my own stuff, incorporate it into the detail deal, and throw it on. If you want to hear me flirt about this specific Griot's product, go ahead and look at like the last 5 videos of me using it, because I've absolutely fallen in love with this product over the last 3 or 4 months. So yeah, other than using some Meguiar's hyper dressing on the tires for a dressing, that kind of brings us to the end of this detail. Like I said, this one was a short one. I hope you guys don't mind, but because of the kind of car it was and the condition it was in, I just had to record it. It did get cut short though, because recording does add a bunch of extra time to the detailing process and it needed to get done. So if you guys like the video, please show me by leaving a like, go ahead and press subscribe, and go ahead and ring that bell to know every single time I upload, and share it with a friend if they like detailing or cars too. I will see you guys next Tuesday with another shop video, so thank you for joining me, and I will see you then.